people of the internet. So, as some of you may have noticed, I didn't do a favorites video last month. And that's because I really didn't have any new favorites, really, except for like one or two things. So I was like, well, I'm not going to make a whole video just to talk about one or two things. So I decided I would just do a fall favorites video because I figured I'm kind of going to wear the same makeup looks October and November. So why not just combine the two of them and call them fall favorites? So yeah. So anyway, my first favorite is the Sephora It Palette, Nude It Palette. I think it's the nude one. It's the one that looks like this. Yeah, I'm not sure if they still sell this one because when I looked, the last time I went into Sephora, I didn't see it, so I wasn't sure, but I think it's still online, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I do love this palette, specifically for the matte colors. The highlight colors, this one and these two, I'm not fond of because they are not very pigmented. It's just kind of glitter, which is not bad if you're going to put it on top of something that you already use, but it doesn't have very pigmented color to it. It's just glitter, like colored glitter. So these three colors I'm not particularly fond of, but the rest of the palette I really, really love, especially this color, which I use like all the time. It's just a really nice taupe color, and I don't know, I use it as a crease color because I think it's really nice. Like, I'll just use like the base and that is a crease color. And they're really nice. And then sometimes I use this one if I'm going for smoky looks or something like that. But also this purple is really, really, really pretty, and it is not overly purple. Like, there's some purples that are so reddishy purple. I don't know. Some of them just don't work, but this one is very muted, and it's kind of like an eggplant color when you put it on. It's not as bright as it looks in the palette, but I definitely really love it. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other colors. I mean, the green's pretty too. I don't use the green very often because I'm not a green eyeshadow person, but it is nice. It's a neutral green because it's like army green, I think. So it's nice, but this palette is definitely worth it. It's worth the money. I don't remember how much it was, but I remember going and buying it, originally wanting the Naked palette. So in comparison, like, I would buy this palette again if given the choice. Specifically for the matte colors, not counting the three I don't like. But I mean, those three I don't like are not, it's not the end of the world. It's not like gonna kill the palette because there are, how many colors are in this palette? 12? Yeah, there are 12 colors in the palette. So out of 12, 3 not so good colors are really not the end of the world. So yeah. And my next one is the Sonia Kashuk Extreme Wear Eye Primer, I think it's called. I think that's what it's called. It's this cute little like pod of eye primer for your eyeshadow. And when I first picked it up, I was like, I'm not sure about it because I've been using the e.l.f. one like crazy, and the e.l.f. one, because it's like a liquid, like you can use more of it. This one is like a little cream base, kind of feels like a concealer, like if you had like a pot concealer. But it's really, really nice. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, it's so tiny, I'm gonna go through it in like a couple weeks and it's gonna be like not worth the money. But it's definitely worth the money. I mean, you use like a teeny tiny bit on your finger and it lasts and holds your eyeshadow in place, and it's, I don't know. I don't know how they make it so strong, and like it works. I mean, for such a tiny little product, it's definitely worth it. I'm not sure how much it was, but I would definitely say it's worth the money, and I would have paid like top dollar for something like this because it definitely does last and it holds everything in place. And then I've got the Maybelline Master Kajal eyeliner, kohl eyeliner? Yeah, kohl eyeliner. And I went crazy looking for this because I did see it once in, I think, CVS, and I was like, oh, like, that thing looks really cool. I'm gonna buy it when I need a new eyeliner. But then I went crazy looking for it because I couldn't find it anywhere else except the pharmacy, which I thought was really weird. I don't know if it's like, it was like getting sold out or something in other places, but yeah. I got the black one. I think it's called Onyx. Yeah, Onyx Rush. I really, really like this. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool just because it's like this, like, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can focus. It's like this giant crayon thing, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, how does that even work? I mean, it's literally a giant crayon, and it's amazing. I mean, if you watched my Halloween tutorial, I used this to cover my entire eye, and it's so nice. It's a really creamy consistency, and it blends really, really nicely. And I mean, it works good if you use it as a base to make your eyes black for some look or something like that, but it's really, really nice. I would definitely recommend this to everyone. I use it a lot as a tight liner, which it works really well. I mean, they tell you to use the side of it when you're like putting it on because they want you to, like, I guess, keep the shape. And with tight liner, you don't necessarily use the side, you're using like the tip, but I did use it to line my eyes like once or twice, and you do use it sideways, and it does create a wing because of the shape of it, so it's pretty good. I mean, I would definitely recommend something like this to anyone because I think it's the coolest thing ever, just having an eyeliner shaped like this. I don't know, it's so cool. But yeah, drugstore brands are really good sometimes. And lip things. Okay, I've been all about lip things. So my first lip thing is a lip pencil. It is the, oh, my stuff is rolling around. Is the Revlon Colorstay lip liner in, I think this is Plum. Yeah, Plum. I use this under all my dark lipsticks because it's really, really creamy consistency, and it makes everything go on so much easier. Like, I just use it on my entire lips and then put lipstick over it, and it holds everything and stops it from feathering, which is really nice because dark I can't speak. Dark lipsticks have the tendency to feather, and it is an awful thing, but this definitely stops that. But yeah, it's mostly one of my favorites just because of the consistency, and literally I had it on before I put the lipstick on that I'm wearing right now, and I like the color just as it is. Like, I could wear this as a lipstick even though it's just a lip liner, just because the color is really, really, really nice. It comes out like a, it's not really purpley, like a berry color. It's more like a deep red-ish purple. It's like slightly purple, but it's more on the red side. Let's see, what's my next one? Okay, NYX matte lipstick in the shade Natural. If you read my blog, then you know how in love I am with this lipstick. It is such a pretty color. I'll see if I can show you the color. There we go. Yeah. It's so nice. I've been searching for months for the perfect natural colored lipstick, like something exactly the same shade as my lips so that I can wear it on an everyday basis, and I'm wearing like a lipstick but I don't feel like I'm wearing a lipstick, or I don't look like I am. This is amazing. I mean, it stays on too, like it will last all day from when I go into class in the morning, which is about 9 o'clock-ish, until I get home, which is about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So that's a really good like amount of wear time for a lipstick. So I'm really, really happy with this, and they have a crap ton of neutral, like other neutral or natural shades. Like, there's so many of these lipsticks. I mean, there aren't so many matte shades, but there is a lot of shades, and I picked up like a couple different ones, and this was the one that was the perfect shade for me. So this lipstick is my little love affair. I love it so much. And then my next lipstick is MAC matte lipstick in the shade Sin. And if you watched my Halloween video, you know that I used this lipstick because it is a really, really pretty dark wine reddish color, and it's so nice. I love it so much. I wasn't sure when I was buying it because I was like, well, it's MAC. Is it really going to live up to its name? Because everyone's like, MAC this, MAC that. And I'm just like, I don't use MAC, I use drugstore brands. But I bought it because I had a gift card, and I was like, well, I might as well. So yeah, I love it so much. It's such a pretty shade. It's like, I mean, for me personally, it goes on looking like a red wine color. I know that some people might look darker on them, but it's definitely really, really pretty, and it doesn't transfer as much as some other lipsticks might. So I would definitely recommend this little shade, this MAC lipstick, to people because it's amazing. Yeah. And then my last makeup-y thing, like actual makeup thing, is the NYX Simply Vamp lip cream, and this is the shade Bewitching. This is the color I'm actually wearing right now. It is a really, really pretty berry color, and it's, I think it's matte. I mean, for me, it feels matte on my lips right now. But it's really, really nice. It's a darker berry, and that's like what I was looking for when I was looking for a autumn berry lip color. I decided to pick up this one when I saw it in Ulta, and I fell in love with it. I was literally like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. It is the perfect shade of what I wanted. And yeah, it's just really nice. I lined my lips underneath because it is a dark color, and dark colors do feather most of the time. I'm not sure how this is without a lip liner, but with one, it definitely stays. But yeah, this is a really, really pretty shade, as you can tell by me wearing it. I love it. Okay, this is still kind of makeup related, but not a makeup. My mom actually gave this to me. Essence of Beauty Eye Makeup Remover. It is an oil, kind of oil gel based remover thing. When I did my Halloween makeup, as you may know if you watched my video, I had a flesh latex prosthetic thing on my neck, which was a pain in the butt to take off. And this stuff took it off in like 2-3 minutes. It was amazing. So I would definitely recommend something like this for really, really stubborn makeups, like waterproof mascaras and eyeliners and things like that. Like, this thing is really, really good. And then I have my Clearasil Rapid Action Treatment Gel. It's like a 4-hour thing. I have been having wild breakouts recently, probably stress related, schoolwork and all that, and also the change in the seasons. It's not so great with my skin, but I've been using this at night as a spot treatment, and it is really, really good. I mean, I don't know if it actually works in 4 hours because I use it before I go to bed, but I would definitely recommend something like this if you need an overnight fix for a really bad spot or something like that. Like, it's really, really good. And then I have my Suave Professionals Keratin Infusion Dry Shampoo. I love this stuff. It is great for volume, and I know sometimes with us girls, we try not to wash our hair as often if we get it done or something like that, so you tend to get little spots that are not so dry, and then you might need a dry shampoo. I would definitely recommend this, and it is keratin infused, so it is good for your hair. It keeps your hair soft, and I don't know, it's just really, really nice. I've used a ton of dry shampoos, but this is the one that I have been sticking to because I just really, really like it, and it doesn't smell overly sweet. Like, there are some dry shampoos, like there was one I tried that to me smelled like maple syrup, so I was like, I really don't like this, but this one smells really fresh, and that's what I think I like most about it. So I was going to try to do this as a one-time straight through kind of video and not cut things, but being that I ramble, I probably will cut things. And also my camera was like, you don't have enough storage to film anymore, delete some things, there's too much stuff on me. Yeah, so if you're wondering why it's cut so much, that would be why. So anyway, my favorite movie for this month, well, I'm torn between two, Annabelle and Ouija. I am obsessed with horror movies. I get scared really, really easily, but I love being scared, which is really, really weird and probably makes me masochistic, but I love horror movies. Annabelle made me really excited because the Annabelle scene from The Conjuring was my favorite part of that movie. So when I found out that they were doing a movie just on Annabelle, I got really, really excited, and when it came out, I watched it with my brother, and we both were super excited. I mean, I wasn't sure how they were going to do it. I was like, are they going to have the doll actually, like, killing people, or is there some sort of thing attached to the doll. So it was really nice the way they ended up doing it. And the way that the movie was filmed, like the cinematography, is that the word I'm trying to look for? The way that the camera work was done was really, 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 really well done. Yeah. So yeah, it was really, really good. And then Ouija, I saw for my birthday with my brothers and my best guy friends. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because I know that the critics were saying like, oh, this movie is like really bad. I'm pretty sure it had like 8% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. But I actually really liked it. I really like jump scare movies, and that definitely has its like good deal of jump scares. Like I was sat there like on the edge of my seat, and then all of a sudden I would just, okay. Yeah, it was definitely creepy. I'm not sure if it was so much horror as like making you jump and creeping you out. It was probably more that, but I liked it. I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think the critics were right with that one. I mean, a lot of times the critics are right with movies, but I don't know. I feel like maybe they expected something else that I didn't from that movie, but maybe because I knew the critics didn't like it, I went in thinking it was going to be bad, but I ended up really liking it. So that one is definitely going down as a good horror movie in my book. Yeah. And my favorite music for this month is definitely Taylor Swift's new album, 1989. Like, when it first came out, I listened to it on repeat for a while. I mean, granted, I was at my cousin's house and she was listening to it on repeat, but I really, really, really like it. I think she should have made the conversion to pop a lot sooner because I think this album is a lot better than some of her other albums. I know when Red came out, I only liked a couple songs on the album, but with 1989, I mean, I love this album. It's really, really, really good. I mean, yeah, that pop, like, country to pop conversion should have happened a long time ago because I know a lot of her songs were more pop than country, but I think it suits her better, and I think the songs are a lot more fun than some of the other albums. There's a lot more, like, revenge and, like, crazy kind of dance songs that I really like Shake It Off. It's definitely a fun song, so I think having songs like that are really good because I like having songs that I can rock out to, and this album is definitely something that I can rock out to. Sorry, you can hear my dog going nuts because someone opened the door. Yeah, this album is really, really good. I think my favorite two songs on it are definitely Blank Space and Style. Blank Space is so good, and I don't even know what it is about it that I love, but I love it. And then the music video came out, and I fangirled so hard because I thought it was really, really good. I like that she poked fun at herself, and I like that she kind of played a crazy person in the music video, and I thought it was really, really good. And that guy in the video, that guy. Yeah. And then Style I really, really like just because I think it's really cute and kind of like bubbly sounding. So I think it was really, really well done. So props to Taylor on that awesome album. And that is the end of this favorites video. I actually feel like it probably went a lot longer than I thought it was going to because I didn't have that many products to talk about, but I kind of rambled a bit if you guys didn't notice. That's something I do a lot, yeah. So like this video if you want more videos, and subscribe if you like seeing my videos and things like that. And you guys are awesome. And yeah, thanks. Bye guys.